Now, Bitcoin halving from Coindesk here. So now the biggest question I think a lot of people have is, what does the halving do for Bitcoin's price in the long term? Now, I'm just going to zoom in on this a little bit. So here we go. What does the Bitcoin halving do to the price? So the halving is grabbing so much attention mostly because many people believe it will lead to a price increase. The truth is, no one knows what is going to happen, but we can look past on the last two halvings, guys, in July of 2016 and November of 2012. We can look at that data and see if there's a correlation to a price increase. So here we go. Bitcoin has seen two halvings so far, which look at this to precedent here. So now so the price at the halving was $10 in November of 2012, and then in, I would say, January, February of 2013, the price rose to $200. So that's about a 3-month time span or a 4-month time span. I can't be for sure on this chart. And then here we go. The price kind of went up to a high of $1,007 in November of 2013, sorry. And then at our next halving in July of 2016, our price was at around $500. And then barely a year later, or half a year later, sorry, in 2017 here, maybe almost a year, in December of 2017, we shot up to 10,000. Well, I thought it was more than that. I thought it was more like 20,000. Anyways, it was a lot higher, so that's interesting. The 2012 halving provided the first demonstration of how markets would respond to Nakamoto's unorthodox supply schedule. Until then, the Bitcoin community didn't know how a sudden decline in rewards would affect the network. As it turned out, the price began to rise shortly after the halving. The second halving in 2016 was highly anticipated, as is the one now approaching, with Coindesk running a live blog of the event and blockchain.com putting out a countdown. Each halving has encouraged vigorous speculation about how the event would affect Bitcoin's price. So guys, as we know, Bitcoin does lead the market. Love it or hate it, guys, whether you're a maximalist or not, or maybe you're an XRP enthusiast like myself, Bitcoin still does mostly lead the market in most cases. So, a giant price rise, if you happen to pack your bags in Bitcoin, you can get that jump, and then that money will flow into the altcoins. It'll flow into the high caps, the mid caps, then the low caps. So holding Ethereum, holding XRP, holding coins like that, Litecoin, are very good to have. And maybe you do pack your bags now with Bitcoin, and then in a few months, maybe by October or November of 2020, you might want to be pumping up your altcoin bags. So others argue that given the predictability of Bitcoin's halving schedule, this change in the minting rate is unlikely to shift the price. Traders have long known the Bitcoin block reward will decrease, giving them ample time to prepare. It is possible that if enough people think about the halving in advance, they will buy Bitcoin in anticipation, pushing the price up before the halving instead of after. This is what people mean when they argue the halving is priced in. So that's very interesting, guys. The halving is priced in. Very interesting. So I was going to look at this article here. No, I think we covered it there, so that's cool. That's cool. So Arthur Hayes teases a $420,000 Bitcoin as Elon Musk asks crypto traders for anime BTC. The CEO of crypto derivatives exchange BitMEX is highlighting Bitcoin's decentralization, teasing a massive Bitcoin price, and taking a shot at Elon Musk, all in a single tweet. On Friday, Arthur Hayes announced that he has secured enough funding to take Bitcoin off the public market once it hits $420,000 mark. Arthur Hayes says, "Funding secured. I'm taking Bitcoin private at $420K. Many thanks to the Vision Fund for their support." This statement is a twist on Elon Musk's infamous tweet about his plans to take Tesla private when it hits $420 a share. That tweet landed Musk in hot water with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, which accused him of misleading investors. Musk eventually settled with his SEC and paid a $40 million fine without admitting any wrongdoing. That is a big fine indeed. Oh my gosh. So I love this post from Gold Telegraph here. Paper money systems have always wound up with collapse and economic chaos. Howard Buffett, 1948. Gold equals insurance policy against paper currencies, aka Warren Buffett's empire. I bet deep down Warren is thinking about his father's warnings on the fiat monetary system. So now we're going to look at Warren Buffett here. So guys, Berkshire Hathaway, his company, this is from Daily HODL, has posted a $495 billion loss triggered by closures on retail stores, restaurants, and entertainment venues. Oh, sorry, Warren. You should have invested in crypto. You should have invested in crypto. As it's crazy. It's unlikely that things are going to bounce back soon. But all I can say is keep packing your bags with crypto, guys. You can't go wrong unless you sell when it's low. Unless you sell when it's low and freak out. Mark Phillips, remittance volumes has been rising significantly with XRP. Dollar value of transactions on the network is also moving up nicely, confirming how viable this approach really is. This is possible thanks to Ripple's growing network of partners and service providers. This is from cryptomade.com. I'm just going to quickly open this article and read you a little bit more. So, remittances are notoriously slow and expensive, making them prone to digital disruption and improvements. Ripple is identifying these issues and trying to make the most of it accordingly. Over the past few months, the XRP remittance volume has been increasing and rising significantly. The dollar value of transactions on the network is also moving up nicely, further confirming how viable this approach really is. Wow, that's incredible, guys. I am pumped. And guys, did you hear? So in the quarterly report for the first quarter of 2020, Ripple announced that they've only sold 1.8, I believe 1.3 or 1.8 million dollars in Ripple XRP. So that's very interesting. It's a lot less than last quarter and the quarter before that. So that means that they're slowing down their sales so that they're going to cause greater demand in the markets. So here we go from Forbes magazine. Congress urges Treasury Secretary Mnuchin to use blockchain for stimulus payments. This is huge, guys. So on Tuesday, a letter from 11 members of Congress to the Secretary of the Treasury was made public that urged Secretary Mnuchin to consider COVID stimulus checks to Americans with high-profile nature, suggesting the U.S. Treasury could deliver money owing to the public with bold speed and security as a result of using blockchain technology. It's the equivalent of the Super Bowl of blockchain use cases for the private sector. The Virus Relief and Economic Security Act, CARES Act, was signed into law on March 27, 2020, and provided for payments. However, timely delivery of the money to all who are entitled to the stimulus has provided a challenge. Well, 90% of the 150 million eligible individuals have received their payments as of April 17th. The 60 million that remain, including low-income families who do not normally file income tax returns and face issues with accessing basic financial services. The letter urges Treasury Secretary to utilize private sector innovations such as blockchain and DLT to support the necessary functions of government to distribute and track relief programs and direct that all guidance support the use of technology to facilitate delivery of CARES Act benefits. So guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think they're going to use Ripple's distributed ledger technology consensus to pump out the 60 million the money to 60 million people? Let me know what you guys think, guys. I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be awesome. So here we go. Adam Sky, Digital Finance Education. Just my opinion, not financial advice, but why am I bullish? XRP, number one. Price never falls to phase 1 and 2 levels. End of the cycle. Capitulate small investor. Strong team. Fundamentals. Strong team. Fundamentals ready to product. Best traction, low competition, corridors. Big clients will, after regulation, set up. So here we go. Here's phase 3. This is phase 1 before the bull run in 2016, 2017, guys. So the investors started packing bags. Phase 2, the long-term investors hold bags full. And then phase 3, we've never actually dropped below this level. So that gives us a lot of hope, guys, that we are not going to just drown out. And XRP is not crashing. It's found its resistance, guys, its level, and it's staying there, which is awesome. This allows long-term investors ready for adoption and ROI to crush it. Totally wicked. So guys, there's a lot going on right now. This is crazy. Ripple XRP, something very active should happen for some passive income to happen in cryptocurrency space. This is Mac Attack XRP. The Ripple XRP, something very active. While investors are excited about holding XRP, many of them are worried that XRP is not commanding what they believe to be a decent price. Now, isn't that an understatement of the century, guys? But guys, you got to hold strong and believe that we cannot look at the weekly, daily, or monthly price, guys. We have to think about the value in the protocol itself, guys. We are investing in a protocol, and this price is not, this price is just, you know, it's a fast aid right now, guys. So believe in the fast aid and believe, just buy it a ton while you can. Not financial advice, it's entertainment purposes only, but honestly, buy a ton. Get in there. And about the halving, guys, what do you think is going to happen? I think the prices are going to pump a little bit before the halving, and then I think there's going to be a drop off. So I wouldn't pack your bags too much before the halving. You never know. Just keep dollar cost averaging, guys, and keep some extra money from your tax return over until after the halving. You only have to wait another 8 or 9 days, and then we'll see. You know, let the dust settle for a few weeks. Let's see what goes on, and then start packing your bags. Set some margin calls for, like, you know, the end of May, beginning of June, guys, middle of June. That's what I'm going to do, guys. So I'm just going to buy a little bit of bags of XRP right now and some Link and some Tezos, and then I'm going to wait and hold some fiat in place to execute it in the coming months. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you guys had an incredible time. Like I said, I'm at 589 subscribers, and I couldn't be more thrilled. I've only been doing this since the end of March, guys. This has only been a month and a bit, so I so appreciate your comments and your support and your likes and your subscriptions, and it makes me so worthwhile to do this, guys, for you every day. So talk to you soon, guys. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching my dad's channel, Crypto Media. Be sure to like